That's why you got to have people.
What? Let's get into it.
Look, I grew up on south of the Thames. So yeah, man, I know about a stereotype, a screw face and a gold tooth. Nah, mummy, I ain't gonna be those guys. I'm gonna be a lawyer when I'm older. Bullshit, I'm gonna live a life so nice, but now, look at all this gold in my mouth. It's fucked how I be the stereotype. I never finished college, never went uni. I've sold drugs and my credit so bad. I cheat too, I kinda like beef, and I've probably been in about 6 gangs I like.
Dang, okay. Well, first and foremost,
What?
I like the setting, you know what I mean? It's just chill, he's just like chilling, telling you about his life. I like that first of all. But then, like, man, my guy just wears his heart on his sleeve.
Right.
Like, he's not trying to pretend to be something he's not. You know what I mean? And that is like a problem, especially with famous people, not even rappers, just famous people in general. You know what I mean? He's cheated on women, been in about 6 gangs, got the gold teeth, all this stuff. Like,
He didn't go to university,
Right.
sold drugs. Wow.
dang.
Drugs and my credit so bad. I cheat too, I kinda like beef, and I've probably been in about 6 gangs. I like lighties, I like jewelry, and most of my man them have been jail me. I've got girls pregnant that I never loved, so I could have been a baby father as well. I got Gucci belts, I'm Muslim, and I rap like every other black boy up in the country. I ain't gonna rob nobody, believe me, real shit. I just think now hoodies are comfy. I want a sleeve hat, I drink Henny, and most of the pussy I get don't bring joy. And if Rick Ross start drinking piss, I'll be in the club like we piss boys. I got no reason for not checking my nan, and when she dies I'm gonna kick myself, because what she really wants is a phone call. But I don't do it, I admit that I'm a prick myself. You see, I fucked around with girls' emotions and I've been the slut that I admitted to. And a bag of times when I play on card, I ain't been too sure if it's going through. And my hairline's fucked and I can't make friends, yeah. That sums me up in some words. And besides that, you got my mum. God knows she don't get the love she deserves, and no, I ain't been the best son. And no excuse that I give is a good enough reason for me just to feel like she's a part of my life, or just to see if I've eaten. And yeah, it's fucked how I treat my mum, and them choices that I made are dumb. But still she'll stand up in front of a crowd of people and be like, he's my son, mummy carried me for...
Here we go.
Man,
That's gotta be hard for her to listen to.
right? This is crazy. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you got someone like this with this level of awareness of all the things he's doing, has done, and like being aware of your own problems and not blaming the world for your problems. You know, a lot of people would be like, oh,
Right.
life made me this way, this and that kind of thing. But like, he's aware of seemingly all of his problems. Yeah, there could be some in the shadows he don't know, but I don't know. You know what I mean? He's aware of a lot of things that he's done that he would like to change, how he treats his mom, all this stuff. You know what I mean? All the stereotype things. So it's like, man, it would be very nice to see where this person ended up in 10 years. You know what I mean? Like being aware of your problems and all this kind of stuff. And some things are not problems, but aware of the stereotypes and all that. It's like, dang, that's the person you really want to watch grow. You know what I mean? Aware of like his relationship with his mom, and it could be better, this and that. Like, dang, I would like to watch this person's journey. You know what I mean? But like, can't do it.
Nope. That's crazy. That is so crazy that he's so aware of all this.
Right?
I made her dumb, but still she'll stand up in front of a crowd of people and be like, he's my son, mummy carried me for 9 months. That's 9 months. It took 9 months for me to pop out, but I can't find 10 minutes and pop in. It's fucked. How did I get disrespectful? How can I drive past the house 10 times in a day or not once go in and check you? Not ask once if your day's been stressful. Been you just on there when they came to rescue. It's fucked. I haven't got the time to text you, but I got the time for the girls online and sexual. And I know them bills are piling up, and you won't admit it, but I'm letting you down. And I remember when I got my car, I said you won't ever have to put your foot on the ground. I know you got the lines in your fingers, cause you wouldn't bought bare shit that's weighing the bag down. I should at least call a car a cab round. It hurts now I can hear the bus in the background. I'm slacking as a son and I know this. I ain't doing half of the shit I'm supposed to. I got a little brother that I never check. I'm meant to go through all of the shit that you go through, and you're meant to be my queen. I'm out here treating you like a jester, bringing gifts not only in December, but honestly birthdays I can barely remember. And when it comes to money, I'm fucked, yeah, trust me, I know. See, I hate asking her for money, but when I do, alright, cool, look, here's how it normally goes. Your mummy, I need some money. She'll say, cool, then go cash point on the road and take out money that she don't really have, but she loves me way too much, she's saying no. You see, I almost cried when I wrote this, because I picture my mum walking through the door with a fake smile giving me the cash. True, say she loves me way too much, she's saying no. Now I know my need ain't greater, but now I can't say no or another, cause she says being able to provide for her son is what makes her feel like a mother, and she won't take the money back. So how the fuck am I meant to feel? Cause now I got money for bullshit. But that might mean she has to go skip a meal when it comes to my little brother Dylan, I'm slipping. See me, I never make time with him. But the truth is that boy means everything to me. See that boy is my rhythm, the simple shit. Yeah, my mum would say, go tell him off, cause he ain't done all the dishes. But I'm thinking like, if I ain't been around, then why the fuck would he listen? Shit. Look, I've become that stereotypical.
This is weird how like real this is.
Right.
How relatable.
Right.
Yeah, I'm so invested in his story that
Right.
it's really sad to know. I mean, it's just like sad that he just ended up passing away in that accident, because it's like to know so much about him, I feel like you just like you're rooting for him, you know.
Right. Like definitely. I definitely want to watch the journey. You know what I mean?
Then why the fuck would he listen? Shit. Look, I've become that stereotypical, that big bro that will buy you all the trains, but won't sit and cool, so niggerish. For blacks, that typical issue, you know, I'll buy you football boots, but never find time to kick the ball with you, So now I gotta switch up, I gotta care a little less about getting my dick sucked. Make sure the next time mum phones ring, she ain't gotta think twice about debts before she picks up music. Look, you have to work, and if you don't, then I don't know, because I'm man enough to tell you now that I don't really wanna go back to the road. You see, them niggas rap for a new chain. Don't get it twisted, I'll wear one, but that shit will come after all them bills are paid, and I can say, yo, go get your hair done. Everyone talks about stereotypes, but no one admits to the stereotype, so fuck it, I'll put my hands up. Look, on some bullshit, I be the stereotype, had a wife that was good for me, that I never should have let go. I be the stereotype, that nigga with a nice car, but driving it to his mum's house. I be the stereotype, I got an ex named Tanisha and Felicia. Bullshit, I be the stereotypes, my credit so shit, I can only get cash cards, nigga. I be the stereotype that pay taxes, but too embarrassed to sign on, yeah. I be the stereotype that spend my last peas on clothes, look good but broke, yeah. I be the stereotype, probably in a girl's friend zone right now, just waiting to fuck that stereotype. I tell my young G, stay out of trouble, but then catch a case that stereotype, and I pray.
I did not think this is what this song was going to be about.
Right? I mean, he's hitting on so many different issues.
What? He's like one of my favorites now. I say that about every artist from the UK.
No, you don't. Not about everyone.
Nah, not everyone. But I feel like he's just this is a different energy that I've not seen in an artist, where he's just like intricately explaining his life, and like his life is the most relatable life ever.
Type that nigga with a nice car, but driving it to his mum's house. I be the stereotype, I got an ex named Tanisha and Felicia. Bullshit, I be the stereotypes, my credit so shit, I can only get cash cards, nigga. I be the stereotype that pay taxes, but too embarrassed to sign on, yeah. I be the stereotype that spend my last peas on clothes, look good but broke, yeah. I be the stereotype, probably in a girl's friend zone right now, just waiting to fuck that stereotype.
So is he talking about this is how he lives his life currently, as in 2016, or before that?
I don't know. I would guess like he was writing it in real time. You know what I mean?
So was he then
So that's probably what he was going through as he was writing it.
So was he famous when he was alive?
I thought they said he passed like in a car accident on the way to like, I want to say some award show or something to that effect. Maybe he had just got famous or something.
Because it's like he's saying he's still broke and all these things, and it's like I'm wondering if his money has caught up to his fame at this point or no.
Right. Probably not at this point. I mean, it's 2016. It's way back.
Right.
What's funny is he said he's been that dude in the friend zone waiting to smash kind of thing. I was talking to somebody about something similar in the comments yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't remember. But about like when he had broke up with his girl, like his friends were trying to smash kind of thing.
Man.
And we've all been in the friend zone waiting to smash, but shouldn't be with your boy's girl. You know what I mean? That's definitely crossing the line. But I'm saying like every stereotype he talked about, we could pause it after each stereotype and talk about it. Be a very long video, but we could. Like we're talking about spending his last peas on clothes. Like he looked good, but he was broke. Okay, I've never been that dude. I've never been that into clothes, but I know people who have been that dude. But I guess it's like we're all gonna hit like be some of those stereotypes. Probably gonna hit 1, 2, 3 of them. You know what I mean? He was hitting a lot, but he had some clout. So when you got clout, you can hit some more. It's easier to hit them. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like for some of us, we could spend our last money on clothes, or we could get the chains. Can't get both. You know what I mean? Right. I feel like we all fall victim definitely to some of these stereotypes.
I wonder if this setting too is like he's doing this real time and he's mic'd up, or is this recorded and this is the music video? Like he's sitting.
I think this is the music video.
He's just sitting with a bunch of fans.
I don't see a mic, but he could be wearing like a lavalier microphone. But audio may not be that great. I'm guessing this is a music video. You know what I mean? He's got all the angles and stuff.
It's interesting. I wonder what the significance of that is. Like chilling with all these people.
Maybe just keeping it real with like normal people. I don't know.
Young G, stay out of trouble, but then catch a case that stereotype. And I pray my daughter's never a hoe. But yeah, I love Jay-Z's the stereotype. And I feel embarrassed when I'm around Muslims that are on deen. That stereotype. And the worst one is never see a man get stabbed on the ends on that war and shit. And the feds ask me to help out and bring justice. Me, I say I never saw that shit. But if my house got burgled, or a white man shot my nan in public, and the feds never helped me out, I'll be the first one screaming, where's the justice? I am that typical nigga, yeah I am. Trying to put a good stereotype, yeah I am that nigga with a bop in his step, yeah I am.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I get what he's saying there. You know what I mean?
Like
He'd be the first one screaming, where's the justice? If someone killed one of his family members or something like that.
Right.
But he did differentiate, I guess. Well, he said like a white man, but I'm guessing he was saying like if it's not some street violence kind of stuff. Because like if it's street violence, can't snitch. You know what I mean? But dang, it makes you think. Like I'm thinking out loud. I need time to think about this. You know what I mean? Like that conundrum there.
Like basically, like you wouldn't.
He's saying if the feds were asking him for help on like solving a crime or something, he wouldn't say anything. But okay, for that crime, there's family members that are like, "Where's the justice?"
Right.
You know what I mean? Where's the justice? He's in the streets, can't say anything. But if it happened to his family, he'd be the family member saying, "Where's the justice? Where's the justice?"
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm like, dang. But you know, you got to add the street code into the mix. And it's like he really can't say anything unless he wants to be the next one who has family members crying, "Where's the justice?" kind of thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I get it, but it is interesting to make you think about it for a second.
Well, that's why you got to have people.
What?
That's why you gotta have people. I'm saying the family member screaming, "Where's the justice?" in this scenario, they're probably literally just depending on the system to save them. But it's like in the streets, that probably won't happen to him, and if it did, there would be retaliation. So there's consequences. So you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's an unfortunate situation where they kind of have to depend on the system to help them. Obviously, he's not gonna say anything because that's street code not to say anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you depend on the system to help you. If you depend on yourself and your people to help you, then you're gonna lose more people too.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're in the streets, like, yeah, that's your only option. But saying if you're not in the streets, then you gotta lean on the system unless you want to lose more people to violence or prison.
I guess it's like that just makes me think of like the wild versus civilization, and I feel like more like, you know, if we were like more wild, we would have gangs and stuff like that, and there would be a sort of like street code, and like nobody wants to lose people, so you don't snitch, and like, you know what I mean? It would just be kind of like that. But I feel like the stereotype in this situation, I don't know. I feel like that conundrum is just like he can't feel guilty about that. Is what I'm saying.
Right, but he also could because he's relating to the people and the family that has been killed. Most people don't. So if he's relating to them, like, dang, okay, how would I feel in that situation? You could easily feel guilty about that. Even though he still has to do what he has to do. Like, he can't snitch, you know what I mean? But he could still feel for those people.
Yeah. I just feel like that one is a tricky one because it's like he can feel for those people, but then also like the way society is set up, it has to be that way.
Right. I mean,
I don't know.
Like, humans are going to be in conflict.
Yeah.
From the bottom to the top, it's definitely a thing.
And shot my nan in public, and the feds never helped me out. I'll be the first one screaming, where's the justice? I am that typical nigga, yeah I am. Trying to put a good stereotype, yeah I am that nigga with a bop in his step, yeah I am. Cadet, I know who I am. That stereotype. That stereotype. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that was live. I think that was live.
Yeah, it sounded like it. Maybe the mic was on the table. I think it was live.
That's even more impressive.
Views, the engineer.
Wait, Cadet's debut EP?
Yeah.
So this was one of his like early things. So he was a new artist pretty much.
Well, like, up and coming, I guess, at that time.
Because that only had 7 songs in there.
I mean, it's his debut album, basically.
Dang, so he has so much.
So, I mean, he had albums before that, but they weren't, like, professionally
Right.
produced, like debut into the music game kind of thing. You know what I mean?
He has so much potential. I really, really, really like his perspective.
Right?
It's like, I don't know, the most minimalist, like, reflection of how things are. It just is what it is, and this is what it is.
Right. I mean, he wasn't saying he was going to change much. Except his relationship with his mom, he sounded like he did want to change that. Everything else was just like, this is where I am in life. You know what I mean? I've been that stereotypical dude.
It's interesting because I find that he's kind of like a different angle of Dave's message. You know, like in Dave's stuff, he's talking about like people, like this is what's going on, this is what's happening, and this is why it's hurting us. And I feel like Cadet's like, this is what I'm doing, and this is what's happening, this is why it's hurting me. But also,
Well, you're saying Cadet's talking about himself.
yeah.
And Dave is like speaking to the youth.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like it was very interesting. Like they basically are saying like a different angle of the same thing.
Yeah, definitely similar messages in some of the songs.
Yeah. But one is more participating and one is more kind of trying to be
Like self-reflection.
oh, yeah.
Well, you're saying
Well, I'm
participating
saying-
with self-reflection.
I'm saying participating in self-reflection, and the other one is more like a sort of wise peer.
Right.
That's like, here's another option. Like, I don't know. I just think that was very interesting.
Right.
I would love to hear more of his music. I wish he had, like,
I mean, he has more music.
yeah, but I mean, it's just like, I end up feeling so sad listening to his music because it's like, he has so much to say, you know?
Right? Yeah, it's always weird listening to these songs for me because it's like, dang. You know what I mean? Like, this is someone you definitely wanted to see get old and see their journey. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
It's like some people, I couldn't care less about their journey. Not that I want anyone to pass away, but it's like, I really could never listen to some people's music ever again. You know what I mean? This is like,
Right.
I wanted to see where he was going. I wanted to see, like,
Right.
where he ended up. Like,
Right.
what his message evolved into.
And even if it stayed the same over 10 years, all that he would experience would, at the very least, be very interesting.
Right, and then, like, his mom's situations, like,
Right.
where was that when he passed away? Like, did he ever, like, you know what I mean, get that
Sure.
relationship where he wanted it? Like,
Right.
how does mom handle it? Losing her son, and their relationship may not have been the best when she lost her son. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, man.
It's so many questions.
Right?
Another one. Another Cadet. That was freaking good. I didn't even realize it was live.
Right.
Because it was just like, it was just like a music video. Like, it was almost like he went in another zone and there was not going to be any slip ups or mistakes. And even with his accent, I don't miss like anything. Thanks for checking out this video and hanging with us on the couch. If you guys notice anything that we missed, or if you have like a personal experience, we would love to hear it in the comments. Subscribe to the channel for more, and until next time, that's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. We to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know. But I don't know.